Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today we are going to do another haul. Last haul that I did I think was June and early July's haul. So this is the rest of July and then all of August's haul, and it's quite a lot of books because I had a lot come in at the end of July and then I did have a handful of stuff come in August as well. So there is a lot here. I don't know how much, but there is a lot. I have stacked this all up in some sort of sense, but it only makes sense to me, I think. So I've got stacks of things that I've bought. I've got stacks of things that have been sent to me, whether that be gifted from the publisher or from somebody else. I've got special edition stacks that I've bought, and then a stack, a very small stack of books that I've actually read since they've come in. So let's go through the special editions and then we'll go through the stacks of the books that I've bought, then the gifted, and then the ones that I've read. So this is my special edition stack, just a small one. My apologies if you can hear the traffic, it's rush hour. Apparently I've decided to film during rush hour. I want to try and get this filmed before my sprints start with patrons in just under an hour so that I can edit it in the first sprint. Fingers crossed. So my apologies if you can hear the traffic, but I'll try and talk enough that you can't hear it. First up, we do have The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. I really enjoyed this book, and this is the special edition one that has come from HarperCollins. I did get this off of TikTok Shop and I was really lucky to get it because they don't have it anymore. It sold out very, very quickly. So these are the end papers on this side, and then on the other side it's just the same again but a bit smaller. You can still see our characters down here, and underneath the dust jacket it looks like this. It is foiled underneath the dust jacket all the way around, and this is the first in the Dream Harbour series. I gave this one 5 stars. The edges on this are absolutely stunning as well. I gave this one 5 stars and I'm absolutely obsessed. So I have read this one, really enjoyed it, loved it. Then we did get Mistress of Lies by K.M. Enright, and this one came from Illumicrate. This is stunning. I haven't read this one yet. This is stunning. End papers underneath the dust jacket. I don't know if that wraps around fully. Oh yes, stunning. So yeah, I have this one. Don't know what it's about. A darkly seductive romancy debut with a villainous, bloodthirsty heroine who finds herself plunged into the dangerous world of power, politics and murder in the court of the Eternal King. Interesting. Is this going to be a love triangle? Not here for that. We'll see what happens, but it's stunning nonetheless from Illumicrate. Then we do have Bonded by Thorns by Elizabeth Helen, which has come from Fairyloot's Romantasy box, and I believe this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. A spicy Beauty and the Beast retelling filled with enchanted fae, morally grey characters, a sinfully hot villain, and a princess who has found her Prince Charming, all 4 of them. So this is a wide choose by the sounds of things. Which I'm here for a wide choose, but I don't like a love triangle. So we do have a reversible dust jacket on this one, and on the flip side we do have also some more character art of the other guys as well. Yay, haven't read this one yet, but I want to. Long Live Evil by Sarah Reese Brennan. This one sounds really good and I'm really excited about it. I just haven't had a chance to pick it up yet. Adult epic fantasy debut from Sarah Reese Brennan puts the reader in the villain's shoes for an adventure that is both brilliant, Holly Black, and supremely satisfying, Leigh Bardugo. Sounds great, and I think this one might be a love triangle as well. I'm not sure, but we'll have to see what happens with it. Reversible dust jacket again. I really want to have this, oh shit, this as the dust jacket, but with this title. Anyone want to help a girl out? Joking. Anyone want to help a girl out maybe? More artwork, and then the sprayed edges. Stunning. Is that upside down? Yep. Try again. Stunning. Really want to read that one. So that one is from Fairy as well. Also from Fairy, 2 special editions that I have purchased to go with what I've already got from the series, both of which are from Fairy. So I've got Queen Bee by Juno Dawson, which is part of the Her Majesty's Royal Coven series. We have the matching sprayed edges, and it's signed by Juno, and also underneath the dust jacket. Stunning. I haven't caught up with this one yet. I've read the first one, but I haven't read the second one yet. Kind of want to wait till the rest of the series is out, to be perfectly honest. And then we also have the undermining of Twyla and Frank by Megan Bannon. I loved The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. It was so good, so I'm very excited to continue on with this series. I would like to get to this one this autumn. This looks stunning, adorable. I'm stoked. I can't wait to pick this one up because I really loved The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. So yeah, those are the special editions that I did get. Okay, going into some books that I have purchased myself. We have The Old Willis Place by Mary Downing Hahn. I can't remember where I saw this advertised, but it is a haunted house story, I think. It's a graphic novel, and I've got absolutely no idea where I saw this advertised, but I ended up picking it up because it sounds great. A ghost story graphic novel, it says, and it looks really cool. So I'm hoping to read this very, very soon. This will be on my read list pile really soon, I'm hoping for anyway. Then I did get Unsteady by Peyton Corrine. I picked this one up in TK Maxx and I can't believe I managed to get it. I think this is a ice hockey, ice skater romance, and for fans of Icebreaker. Haven't read Icebreaker yet, but looking forward to doing so. It sounds good. I also got The Troop by Nick Cutter from TK Maxx as well. I have since, this is a horror, I believe. I think it's in the same vein as Lord of the Flies, for example, but I have heard that this has got some animal cruelty in it, so we'll have to see how that goes, because I hate animal cruelty. I'm not a fan of it, so we'll see how that goes. But it was in TK Maxx and I was like, I've heard good things, so let's pick it up. I also got The Teacher by Frida McFadden. This one is a thriller. I think it's got a teacher involved. I don't know if there's been a romance between teacher and student and it's gone too far or something. Not sure. But I'm intrigued to pick up more from Frida McFadden, so we'll see whether or not this one is a win. I also got The Ghost Cat by Alex Howard, which is not translated fiction, but it's giving me translated fiction vibes, and it's following 12 decades, 9 lives, 1 cat, set in a shop in set in Edinburgh. An Edinburgh delight. Sounds like it's set in Edinburgh, maybe. We'll see. But I'm really looking forward to this one. Not too long, but it looks really good. I got Tangled Up in You by Christina Lauren. I managed to get this one from The Works, and it's part of the Meant to Be series, but I haven't read the others in the series, so we'll see what happens. But I think this is like a Tangled retelling, like the movie, and I'm here for it. Sign me up. I also got Harvest House by Cynthia Letish Smith. Letish Smith. I saw this one on Liv's stories from Liv's library, I think, and then found out that it's actually a countdown for Halloween, and sign me the frig up. I think it's a haunted house story, and I'm very excited about reading this one. Really do want to get to this one in October. Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. Really want to get to this one very, very soon. It is a romance, and it's got a guy who's an undertaker, I think, but he must marry before his 35th birthday. And then our female main character has gone to Galloway Island, which is where this is set. So excited for it being set in Ireland. I hope there's an audiobook with some Irish narrators. Very excited about that. The thought of that anyway. And I think she's going to try and help him out and be his wingman. Obviously a romance is going to ensue between the two of them, but how adorable is this cover? Obsessed. I also picked up a copy of Hate Mail by Donna Marchetti. I do have an e-arc of this one. Did I need to pick up a physical copy? No. Am I obsessed with this cover? Yes. This is a little bit like You've Got Mail retelling. If you like the movie You've Got Mail, you might like this one. I've heard incredible things, very excited about picking it up. You've Got Mail is one of my favourite movies of all time. I love it. Okay, also from TK Maxx, I did get these classic editions of Dracula and Frankenstein, Bram Stoker and Mary Shelley respectively, and these are stunning, absolutely beautiful, and I wanted to pick them up. Haven't read either of these and I feel like I probably should. Now that I'm getting into my horror era, I should at least give these a try. I'm not really a classics girly. I do make some exceptions. Sherlock Holmes, for example, also A Christmas Carol. I make an exception for that one every single year, but I feel like I should make an exception for these two. These are sort of classics that I think I could get behind. Then I did get 80s Ghosts by V.S. Lawrence. This cover is the reason why I've bought this. It's giving 80s VHS vibes, and it is a horror ghost story set in 2009. And I'm really excited. I think it's set in a school, so it sounds really good and I'm intrigued. Love the cover. I did get Spy Family volume 11 to continue on with the series. I think volume 12 has just come out as well, so I do need to get my hands on that one as well, but I'm not even up to date yet. So did I need this yet? No. Have I got it anyway? Yep. Blue Flag volumes 7 and 8 to complete the set. I only have 4 of these left to read and then I've finished the series, so I do want to continue on with it and get it finished. I think I'm going to try and aim to do that for the end of the year. We will see whether or not that happens. I did get The Summer Hikaru Died volume 1. I saw this recommended a lot for Summerween, so I wanted to pick it up. Summer has now come and gone, so I may save it for next year's Summerween, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get to it in the meantime. Sounds interesting. Don't know anything else about it other than the fact that I think Hikaru went missing. He's come back, he's now different, and his best friend's trying to figure out what's going on. A Sinister Revenge and an Impossible Imposter by Deanna Raybourn, books 7 and 8 in the Veronica Speedwell series. Having the time of my life reading this series. I've read book 5, so we are not quite up to date. I've got an Unexpected Peril and then these 2 to go, and then A Grave Robbery, which is book 9, but it's not out yet in paperback. Once it comes out in paperback, I will then be up to date. We have Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I've heard incredible things about this one and I really wanted to get to it for Literature Readathon, but I just didn't have time to fit it in. It's relatively chunky, but I've heard such good things about this book specifically, but this author in general, and I want to give this one a try before I invest in any more of her books, but I've heard great things about this one. When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I do have another Sarah Adams on my shelves. It's Practice Makes Perfect. This one I think is part of the same series, so this one comes first and then Practice Makes Perfect, and I believe what happens is that in Practice Makes Perfect it's a sibling from one of the characters in here. I think it might be their wedding and they're doing the flowers or some shit, I don't know, but I've heard good things about this one. We've got The Blonde Dies First by Joelle Wellington. This one has some purple sprayed edges. It is a Waterstones exclusive one, I think, and this one is a slasher and it sounds really good. I'm intrigued by this one. I'm obsessed with this cover. It's stunning. So I'm looking forward to giving this one a read. Play Along by Liz Tomford, book 4 in this series. I have read books 1 and 2 and I do want to read Caught Up very soon so that I can get to Play Along. I'm obsessed with the colour of this cover. Purple has become my new favourite colour recently and I don't know why. Sorry Jade, she hates the colour purple. But I'm looking forward to giving this one a read. I can't wait to get to it. The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Mariana Zapata. I saw this in one of those book cycle places where you can get like 3 books a day and you decide how much you're paying. And I saw this in there and I don't know if you can actually get this copy anymore. This is the indie copy. So I decided to pick it up while I was in there because at the time when I picked this up, I hadn't read a Mariana Zapata yet, but I have now read my first one and it was All Roads Lead Here and I loved it. So I do want to read more from Mariana Zapata. She's the queen of slow burn and I'm looking forward to picking this one up. Alright, we're getting to some hardbacks now. We have The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. I really need to get to this one soon because I'm very much so looking forward to it. I ended up getting the one with the purple sprayed edges. It's beautiful and I believe that this is a cozy fantasy. I did start it and I had a bookmark in here, but I only got like 3 chapters in. Decided to take the bookmark out. I'll restart it, but I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I also got We Used to Live Here by Marcus Klewer. I've heard incredible things about this as well. I believe this is, again, is a haunted house story. It's a horror debut and I've heard such good things and it sounds really good. So I definitely want to get to this one very, very soon. We have Death at Mourning House by Maureen Johnson. Maureen Johnson is the author of the Truly Devious series, which I read the majority of, but not the last 2 books. I got up to The Box in the Woods and I didn't read that one or the last one. I think I just got to a point where the story was about to switch and Stevie wasn't at school anymore, in the academy anymore, and she was about to be in the outside world, and I just don't think it was going to work the same for me personally. I've ended up unhauling the whole series without finishing it, and it was on my shelf so long and I just don't think I was going to get to it. But this one I'm looking forward to reading. I think this one might be one of those where it's, you know, the friends all get together at a big mansion or something. They have maybe a bit of a games night and then someone wakes up dead or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm entirely wrong about that. I don't know what the synopsis of this is at all, but it's Maureen Johnson and this cover is stunning, so I picked it up. Then I did get the Full Moon Coffee Shop by my Mochizuki. This is beautiful. It was out early in Waterstones, so I picked it up, and it is translated fiction, I believe. And I don't know anything else about it. Heartwarming and magical, the Full Moon Coffee Shop will remind you that it's never too late to discover your purpose. It sounds really good, so I decided to pick it up. I'm getting into my translated fiction a lot at the moment, so I got this one. Cute kitties on the cover as well. I did get The Book of Elsewhere by Keanu Reeves and China Miéville. Maybe. I've had my eye on this one for a while since I found out Keanu Reeves was doing a book. I know that he's been involved in some graphic novels before, which is is it called Berserk series or something? I don't know how you pronounce this, but is it Berserk? I think it's set in the same world. Inspired by the world of the Berserker comics. I don't know how you pronounce that, but it sounds really good. It's a fantasy book and I decided to pick it up. Andy also had his eye on it, so I don't know if he might try and give this a read at some point as well, but might as well give it a bash. Heads Will Roll by Josh Winning. I have read The Shadows, what is the other one called that he's done? The Shadow Glass by Josh Winning. Really enjoyed it. Haven't read Burn the Negative, but I want to. And I believe that this is told in mixed media format as well. There's maybe like a podcast in here or something. And I think that it is going to be a slasher. And this cover, I am obsessed with this. Obsessed. It's stunning. So I'm really looking forward to giving this one a read at some point, hopefully very soon. Okay, I did get the new editions of The Mask Falling, The Song Rising and The Mime Order. That's the wrong way around, right? Mask Falling is the last one. The Mime Order, The Song Rising and The Mask Falling. Doesn't fucking matter. These are updated versions. I believe Samantha Shannon has decided to rewrite this series despite the fact that she's not finished it yet, and it's going to be a relatively long series. So I already had the Bone season, the new one, and I wanted to make sure that I got these editions of these ones as well. I have since unhauled my normal editions of this series because I've read up until The Song Rising. I was waiting to continue on with the series. I had The Mask Falling, but I was waiting to continue on because I didn't want to have to reread everything again when the next book comes out, and then again when the next book comes out. So I've waited. So now I'm in a situation where I have read up to this book, but she's rewritten it, so I can reread it all when they all come out. I really enjoy this series. It's very, very good, and I have a really good time with it. These covers are really, really pretty. And yeah, I'm excited to have them matching for my shelves as well. And then the last 3 that I've purchased for myself that are still unread, I've got The Grandest Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the second one in this portion of this series. The first one is The Brothers Hawthorne. So I have still yet to read The Final Gambit, which is the final book in that portion of the series. And then we go on to this portion of the series. Correct? I think correct. This has the blue sprayed edges and it is signed as well by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So yeah, I'm hoping that I enjoy this part of the series. I need to really get to The Final Gambit and then make a move on this series because I just keep buying them as they come out so that I get the matching editions, but I'm not reading them. Defeats the object. Then I did get The Wilds by Sarah Pearse. Now here's what happened. I picked this one up, suddenly realised this is the third book in a series that follows a detective. I then read the first one because I already had it on my shelves. I enjoyed it, The Sanatorium, but I don't have The Retreat, which is the second one. And I'm not going to buy The Retreat because I'm not going to actually keep hold of these. I haven't hauled The Sanatorium, so I've got The Retreat on my Kindle, but I had already bought this at that point. And it's one of those, you know, where it'll lie flat as well, no matter where you are in the book. Sign me up, sign me up. I really enjoyed The Sanatorium, so I'm looking forward to getting to this one. And One Perfect Couple by Ruth Ware. I want to get to this one. I've read a handful of Ruth Ware's before, and I'm hoping that I enjoy this one. I don't know what it's about. 10 Islanders, A Deadly Game. Are you a survivor or a traitor? Nice. Alright, next we've got books we've been gifted. I've got a reasonable stack. We're going to start off with Chef's Kiss, which is a graphic novel. I've had my eye on this for a little while, and then G posted it in her stories from Book Roast, and I had completely forgotten that it was a thing, to be perfectly honest. So I ended up adding it back to my wish list, and then it was sent to me by someone called Kay. Now, I've no idea who this is, so if that is you, can you please let me know so I can say thanks to you? I would really appreciate it. It just says on the gift note, enjoy your gift from Kay. So I don't know who that is, but thank you very much for sending this one my way. Then from Amanda, she sent me 2 books. She sent me When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. She'd offered to send me her copy of it. She was getting rid of it. She was like, I'll send you my copy. And then it went missing in the post. So she then bought me another copy and sent it over, bless her. Thank you, Amanda, for sending me this one. I'm very much excited about reading this one. I've heard really good things, so thanks for sending me this one. Amanda also sent me 16 Souls by Rosie Talbot. I've heard really good things about this one. I can't remember specifically where I heard about it. It might have been Tracy, one of my patrons. And this one is set in York, and it's a ghost story. I think Haunted Souls are being hunted. So a spookily swoony YA debut. Sounds interesting. The cover's stunning. Thank you again to Amanda for sending me this one. Then Macmillan/Tor sent me A Pirate's Life for Tea by Rebecca Thorne, which is the sequel to Can't Spell Treason Without Tea, which I really enjoyed. I am currently reading this one. I am further in than that. I read another chapter last night. I am 37 pages into this one at the moment, and I'm hoping to read it for release day, which is the 3rd of October, and I'm actually on the tour for this one as well, and we'll have a full review up on Instagram the 20th of October. I can't remember. I'll put the date here if that's wrong. If it's not wrong, it's the 20th of October. So yeah, currently enjoying this one. And then I got all of these from IZ/Yen Press, so shout out to them for sending me all of these. I did get the Hachioji Speciality Tengus Love Volume 1. Don't know what this is about, but the cover's cool. Can a determined Tengu bride change a lonesome bachelor's ways? Well, it's not like he's got much of a choice because she's already moving in. Fair. I also got In Another World My Sister Stole My Name, Volume 1. Sounds interesting. In a world where her name and her past have been stolen, Ichika must find a way to forge her own destiny. I got Strategic Lovers, Volume 1. Looks like porn. I got Victoria of Many Faces, Volume 1. This is not a manga, it is a light novel, but sounds really good. Love this cover. Very pretty indeed. Another light novel is Even a Replica Can Fall in Love, Volume 1. I got Springstorm and Monster, Volume 1. You're like the monster that came in spring. A manga. Cute cover. Pink Habanero, Volume 1. She wants a boyfriend, anyone but him. He wants girls to buzz off. Sucks for them because he's paid to please princesses. Fair enough. Some wild titles here, honestly. I got Finding Camellia. I think that's how you pronounce that, Volume 1. This is in colour and it's stunning. Manhwa. Beautiful. excited about this one, actually, really excited. We got Riviere and the Land of Prayer, Volume 1, A Wandering Witch Side Story. Cute. And also The Magical Girl and the Evil Lieutenant Used to Be Arch Enemies, Volume 1. But it doesn't have a volume on it. This is a really, really big manga, because this is manga. It's very chunky though. Gorgeous cover. So those are all the books that were gifted to me. Thank you to the publishers for sending me those, and also to anyone else that sent me something as well. I truly appreciate it. Nobody ever has to, but I very much so appreciate it. And then last but by no means least, we've got this little stack of the ones that I've already read. Clan the Cornfield 3, Friendo Lives by Adam Cesar. I did read this one in a vlog. I will leave a link to it up here if you want to check it out. I gave this one 3 stars. I wasn't overly thrilled by that one, unfortunately. The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Laurie Gilmore, again 3 stars. Wasn't overly thrilled. I was a little bit disappointed, but I'm hoping that the Christmas one will bring things back up again, because I do have an arc for that one as well, an e-arc. I also read Camp 1985 by Matthew Arcor. I gave this one 4 stars. This is a queer slasher set at camp. All of the campy bits going on. It was a good time. I got this one at the same time as the 80s Ghost book because the cover's stunning. Obsessed. Holding the Reins by Paisley Hope. Loved this one. Thank you to the publisher for giving me a... Did they send me this one? They did send me this one. They sent me an e-arc as well. So thank you to Del Rey / Penguin for sending me both a physical and e-arc copy of this. I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It was fantastic. If you're an Elsie Silver fan, pick this one up. The Sad Ghost Club Volume 4 by Lizzie Meddins. I gave this one 5 stars. I love this series. It's so good. I did buy this one myself. A Business Proposal Volume 5. I gave this one 5 stars. I did buy this one myself. I love this series. Volume 6 has just recently come out, I think, as well. So I want to get my hands on that soon. And Cat Gamer Volume 5 as well. I did also buy myself this one. Sure I did, because I think this is the one we had some confusion with Books Please. Yes. And I gave this one 5 stars as well. Loved this one. It was very, very good. So a little bit of a mix with these books. A couple of 3-star reads, a 4-star read, and then the rest 5-star. Wonderful. So yeah, I have read some of the books that have come in. Not many. So that's everything else that I hold in July and everything that I hold in August. Many a book came in. I am hoping we're like partway through September now, halfway through September when I'm filming this, to be fair, and not too much has come in, which is fantastic news. So maybe September's haul will be relatively small and I might combine it with October maybe, or shit will get silly for the second half of the month. You never know. You just never know with me. You never know. Anything could happen. Have you read any of these? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I feel like it's been quite rapid fire, but I wanted to get through it before my sprint start, and I'm really hoping that I have managed that and I'm not late. We'll find out in a minute. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Chat to me in the comments down below, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye for now.